Hi guys, my name is Madison. I am the assistant to the Method Group at Compass, and we're here today to answer all the questions that you guys have asked. Um, Here we have Mandy.
Hi, I am Mandy Mahoney, and I'm one of the agents with the Method Group. And thank you all so much for these questions. We're really excited to bring all of this information to you. Thank you so much for everything that you are doing to help support our business during this time. And please don't hesitate to reach out to us if we can help you in any way, whether it be real estate or just any needs that you might have.
And Brett.
Hey guys, it's Brett. I'm here ready to answer questions, and we are here and willing to help any way that we can.
Thanks, guys. Okay, I have a few questions for you guys that range, you know, um, different areas of your business. But to start out, um, we have some questions like how long until people are going to be able to view properties, and for the time being, do you guys have any alternatives for viewing properties or open houses or showings?
So I'll take that one. We are going to do first a virtual consultation with all buyers, kind of determine what your needs are, time frame, preferences, things like that. Any property on market that is available for a virtual tour, that's one way to see it pretty easily from home. And then once we get a list kind of narrowed down, I think the best option is to see vacant properties first, less risk involved there. With properties that are occupied, it can be a little tricky. It's definitely doable, but again, kind of curating that final list of what we need to see, rather than going and seeing multiple properties at a time. We need to curate a list and see as few as possible, but still enough that you're able to make a final decision.
Okay. Next we have how have you adjusted your business better to assist your clients? And also, how have you adjusted your business to assist, with the other processes in your business, like lenders or title, or like other options like that? How have you changed your business to assist in those areas?
Great, I'll take that one. I love this question. What I have found is that we're just doing a lot more of this virtual meeting with seller clients, buyer clients. That can be through Zoom, just like we're using today, FaceTime, just good old-fashioned conference calls. Just having that connection that way, and keeping in more communication with all of our partners as we go through the process. So there's definitely adjustments, from how we're going to be working directly with clients. And then when we get into the transaction process as well, lenders are working from home now. So there have been some changes in how they're handling their business, how they're communicating internally with us. The appraisal process depends on the lender, depends on the underwriting requirements, but if they're going to go to a property, if they're doing what we call desktop underwriting, where they don't have to do a site visit, there's a lot of things that they're considering right now. Title companies also are making adjustments where they don't have as much contact with the seller and buyer in this process as well. They're doing more of what we call curbside closings, where they bring all the documents to your car in the parking lot, and you sign all your paperwork there. Or they're also offering mobile notary, where they will have the documents delivered to you. So there's definitely good options. Depending on the type of transaction, they can even offer an online option for signing off of documents through DocuSign. But right now, lenders are not as open to that for finance deals, so we're a little bit more limited there. But I do have to say that I expect, because of everything that is happening right now, that we are going to have kind of a forward leap in some of what we've always done. Things are going to change, and I think there will be some good that comes out of it. So, I'm staying pretty optimistic from that perspective.
Awesome. Next question we have is a question about a change in market. If you guys have seen a change, and what kind of change, and what does this look like for the future of home buyers and sellers?
I can take that one. So we definitely saw a bit of a pause, in the first 2.5 weeks of kind of unknown and through the shelter in place initial order. The market stayed strong through that, but there was definitely about a 2-week pause. Since then, we've seen activity pick back up. Number of pendings, number of solds, all are picking back up as well. It seems that we had a little pause, and people are definitely more aware of their surroundings than ever. But in the last even 10 days, activities picked up pretty substantially, which is great. Buyer or seller, I think it just comes down to what your needs are. Do you have an immediate need to move, whether it be buy or sell or lease? Do you have some time to kind of be in the market, without an immediate need to move? I think regardless, it's a great time to be a buyer. With that kind of 2-week pause, inventory came up slightly. It is coming back down in the last 7-8 days. So definitely a good time. And again, we just use technology and kind of general common sense to be as careful as possible while still finding your dream home.
Yeah. The next question we have is kind of like a combination of people wondering if now, what might be a good time to sell or buy, and how are you handling people that are wanting to do business right now?
I'll take that one. So I think it's still a good time to consider selling your home and preparing your home for market. So the thing about being stuck at your house right now is, you're perfectly aware of your environment and if it works for you and for anyone that you live with. So, if it's in the back of your mind and you're considering it, reach out to me or Brett and we can talk to you about it. I think the good news is Brett did a perfect analogy of this. It's like a pause button has been hit. And then our CEO, he likened it to like a slingshot. Every day that goes by that we're all sheltering in place, that rubber band is being pulled back. And the moment that it is let go, there is an optimism on this day that we think it's going to take off and just be a really, really strong late spring, summer market. We were on that trajectory as we were going into this to have one of the strongest years we've had in a while. So I personally think this is a great time. We're at home, start thinking about the projects that you need to do to make your house ready for the market. If you don't know, call one of us. We can do a FaceTime walkthrough with you. We can even bring in our stagers to help, with the video consultation as well. And, just go through that part of the process. As far as, all the other aspects of this that go into making the home ready, we can go through exactly how we're handling that with you over the phone as well. So, so if you ask me or Brett, we both think it's going to be a great late spring and summer market.
One of our weirder questions, but I'm sure that you guys have an answer for this as well, is have there been any positive effects from the shelter in place for your business?
So I can touch on that a little bit. I definitely think that buyers who were and sellers who were kind of on the fence are really realizing that their current housing situation isn't working. And it's kind of given them a little push, to rejoin the market. And even though not be in a hurry, definitely a little push in activity. Also investors, they love to buy in a downtime. So this market is so strong and has been so strong for so many years, and they like to call it recession proof. I don't know if I believe in recession proof, but it definitely holds its own in a recession. So there's, as far as finding a deal, I don't know that we have very many deals to be had. There are a few, but it's a great time to be an investor. People that had houses on market during the pause are more motivated, and it's also a good time to be a traditional buyer. Once the slingshot goes off and the quarantine is lifted, inventory is going to tighten for sure. So if I were a buyer or if I were an investor, there's no better time to start than now.
I 100% agree with you on that. I think that it's going to be a great year for people who are, especially, thinking about selling, and then those buyers coming, who are really looking right now. I think it's going to be awesome. The other part of this is, let's just all face it. I mean, we're all a bit uncomfortable right now, whether, it's someone in the real estate industry or whatever industry that our viewers may be in. Everyone is experiencing a lot of change right now in how they're doing their business and how they're functioning in their homes. And I think that, what we're learning is that we can't do things the way that we've always done them. And so I think if, to be optimistic and try to find that silver lining, just look at what we're doing right now and how we're interacting with our clients and also with our business partners in the industry, and figure out how we can be more efficient and how we can serve our clients better. And I think that, we're still learning. This is something that none of us are used to at all. So, but I think by the end of this, we'll have learned a lot. And I'm pretty excited to start implementing some of the things that, our team has had ideas about during this time.
Awesome. And to kind of end our Q&A today, we have a question that kind of doesn't necessarily involve the real estate market. It's more about kind of what's going on right now with everyone. And this last question is, how can I help serve my community during this time?
Go ahead, Brett.
So I think it works both ways. I've had a few buyers that were nervous, and I think we can help them, help sellers that are nervous as well with technology. And if they don't want to go see homes, I'm happy to go do that, FaceTime or video walkthrough, if there isn't a virtual tour online, to kind of put their mind at ease that they can still shop from their home. I'm more than willing to do that for the clients. But on the far side of that, I think as a community, my favorite thing of quarantine, a little off topic, is that the earth is healing itself. So that's wonderful news. The ozone layer is healing itself, and the rivers and canals are clean, and that's great. So the earth needed a break, obviously. So that's a plus. But just looking in on people, past clients, neighbors, friends, family, and just giving them what they need, if anything at all, even just a phone call, because everyone's a bit bored, and we'll get through this, be stronger. The market will be stronger. I think humanity as a whole will be better. So we're on our way.
I mean, I love that. I mean, I agree, connecting with people and just checking in and making sure everyone is, doing okay. It can be a little monotonous and also really lonely. I think the other thing is, just reaching out to people that personally, small business owners, especially, once we get into like restaurant and restaurant and small business owners, definitely just, give them a ring, ask them if there's anything that you can do to help them through this time as well. I know that we've all been supporting our favorite restaurants for sure.
Yes.
Just to, to make
every day.
Every day. Yeah, no, multiple times a week, just making sure they make it through, and also to make sure that my family makes it through, because I'm not known to be a cook. But I think, just checking in on those neighbors. I think one of the things that's really important to us is that when we help our clients buy or sell a home, especially those buyers that they're finding their community and finding their people. So just say hi to your neighbors, just smile, wave. You're walking down the street, check in on them. And of course, if there's anything that we can do to help you and your business, please let us know. Like, we would be happy to make sure that our network knows about you guys and how we can serve and support you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for this Q&A. I'm really excited to share it with everyone that had the same and different questions for you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.